Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Trails Radio Show. Happy Thursday. Thank you for joining us this evening. Today, my special guest is actress Miss Joan van Ark. Thank you, and join us in a minute.
Hello, Trey?
Yes, this is Trey. How are you?
Hey, that's who this is.
Miss Joan van Ark, how are you?
Well, I think I'm okay. I'm the usual crazy Joan van Ark. That much I know. And I'm stacked with the things to do and, projects, what I call mosquito bites. Lots of, details and challenges and on and on and on. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
Good. And where exactly are you? How do you say that? Loosedale?
Loosedale, Mississippi.
Okay. But you all don't, I don't hear, like you're from Mississippi. You sound, like you might be from Boston or something like that.
Oh, no, I'm from the South. I'm originally from Louisiana. And,
Oh, okay. Oh, all this is good. Well, we probably ought to get it started or going. And you say it runs about a half hour, right? Because I have another call scheduled at 2:45 our time. So
yes, it should just take
to...
30 minutes. It shouldn't be, over that. So I think we'll be good.
I do too. I know we will.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How's your Aunt Martha? Is it Martha?
Yes. She's doing well.
How is she? Good. Give her my best, my love, my support.
Thank you very much. I will.
Okay.
Okay, my first question to you is, how did your career begin? How did you become an actress?
Well, that's a good question, because I was a junior in high school, I think, in Boulder, Colorado, and the quarterback, Russell James, didn't ask me to the prom. I was on spring vacation. He asked Dee instead of me. And I thought, when I got back from vacation and learned this fact, I was so hurt, upset, depressed. I, on impulse, went to the Nomad Community Theater that was in Boulder, Colorado, and I auditioned for a part in a play called The Mad Woman of Chaillot, and it's a French writer, Jean Giraudoux, and it's a beautiful play, and I auditioned for the waitress, and I'm talking this way because in a way that could have been her sound, but the bottom line is there was this beautiful monologue. It's, I hate ugliness, I love beauty, I hate meanness, I adore kindness. It may not be so grand as some to be a waitress in Paris, but I love it. A waitress meets all kinds of people. Anyway, it was a short monologue that I just did, off the top of my head, and you could hear a pin drop when I was doing it. And when it was over, they were all so responsive and wonderful. And 14 years old, I didn't get that part, but I got the part of the flower girl instead. But the experience of doing a play and rehearsing and then performing it for something like 2 or 3 weeks, that got under my skin and became the rest of my life, because people complimented me, they loved me. Who needs Russell James? I'll be at the theater. I'm an actress. And that's how that went.
Yeah, that's...
So from 14 years old on, that's what I've been doing. It's my passion, my love. It's everything for me.
Oh, yeah. So at 14, the acting bug hit you, and you've been doing it ever since.
I have, correct. I truly have. And through all kinds of characters and all kinds of places like Tokyo and Japan and, several times in Canada, because so many films are done up there. Of course, here in Hollywood and Broadway as well. 3 Broadway plays. So
Well, that's good to keep busy, as long as you enjoy it and having fun. That's great you're being busy.
Well, I have to admit that now, with the advancing years, it becomes more layered. The business has, the speed of it, the pulse of it is so at Mach speed, so rapid, so quick, that, you have to really have your ducks in a row and everything in place and, like a fireman ready to slide down the pole and go fight the fire. So there's a lot of, wonderful pressure, but pressure to be sure. So, yeah, I've done it always and love doing it, but it doesn't get easier. They all say, oh, well, it just rolls off my back. Well, I'm not sure. It just, to give the best of you every time out, which is my thing is go big or go home. And to deliver that becomes a little more difficult.
Yeah, it gets challenging, as you become more experienced.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly that. And I do a lot of voiceovers, too. I've got a bunch of things that are out there now. Doom Patrol is a DC Universe, which is sort of a new site. It's called Doom Patrol, and it got 95% on Rotten Tomatoes as a review. And I did a Brooklyn mother who's off stage. Can you bring me a TV dinner? I'm hungry. Bring it up here. So with voiceover, which has gotten to be a huge, huge industry. My daughter, Vanessa Marshall, was the lead of 2 series. It was Guardians of the Galaxy, and she played Zoe Saldana's part, and Star Wars Rebels, and she was a lead in that, playing a female pilot. And so animation has become just as big in many ways as on camera, and I've done a lot of those, and that's what Doom Patrol is live action, so there are actors. It stars Brendan Fraser, an actor, Brendan Fraser, and Timothy Dalton, and it's really gone through the roof, and they will start their second season very soon here. I'm not sure of the exact date. And then I had a second animation part, and I'm trying to see where, because I've got my whole resume here, but it was another, I know, it's Fallout 4, which is a kind of a game played on, I don't know, another time, another network, Fallout 4, which is amazing. And I'm proud to have been a part of that. And I did several voices in that one. So I keep busy. I did Estee Lauder, which is cosmetics, for like 12 years during the years I was filming Knots Landing. So, and that was what I call my perfume voice. Estee Lauder lips, Estee Lauder eyes, the Estee Lauder woman. It's just, my perfume voice.
Yeah. Yeah, you've had an amazing career, and that's great that you keep acting and, it's what you enjoy. You've done television, film, theater, animation, so it's incredible.
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky that I've had kind of the buffet, the smorgasbord of what an actress, is able to, try to do. And there are many venues and many opportunities, and most important, the heart and soul of me, is many characters, which provide me a challenge, and I love it. That's it. And I also have this phrase. There was a coach in Boulder, Colorado, at the University of Colorado. I went to Yale, but this coach, football coach, he had a phrase: never, ever, ever give up. And I love that. You just figure a way. You figure a way. Strategy. Take care of yourself. I run 10 to 12 miles a day. I do about 70 plus miles a week. I've done 14 marathons, and the Boston Marathon is one of those. And you have to qualify for that. So I try to keep fit both inside and out.
Wow. Yeah. My next question to you is, what do you find are some of the challenges or difficulties being an actress?
Well, staying current to the style, when I was really coming up and the busiest was during the 80s, during the Knots Landing years, which was 14 years. And that was a decade of perfectionism. The Reagan years and more is more and, perfection. And I was careful with my diction and I was more precise. And now the sound, the look, everything is, let's be real. Let's wear no makeup. Let's just talk like, the way, let's not be careful. Let's just, sound real. And that's my Yale drama school training and everything that I sort of grew up with and executed during my busiest years. That's kind of, behind me and behind all of us. And now it's about, a realism and a look that you see on all the television shows. And it's not Dynasty and Falcon Crest and all those beautiful soaps, beautiful to look at. Dallas, which I was started out in, and that was the seed for Knots Landing, because I was Valine Ewing on Dallas, and then they created Knots Landing. And so it was Gary Ewing and Valine who moved to the cul-de-sac in California and started a whole new life there, and that became the series Knots Landing. But so the kind of soap opera, pretty, that's not so much anymore. Now it's about real. So I've had to sort of recalibrate and be mindful of that, because you have to stay fluid. You have to, stay aware, watch, look, and listen, and stay fluid to be able to give the market what they're looking for today.
Yeah, you have to stay current with the times and technology and the internet these days, of course.
Yes, that's so right on that. And I have a website, joanvanark.com, and I contribute and keep that updated. But I don't go on the internet. That's a mistake on my part. It's just that there's so much out there that they want to say and do about you that I have to say hurts my heart and soul. Once I see it, it's like a review and a play, because I really learned on plays more than anything, and then I went to television, etc. And when I see something in print and they say Joan van Ark didn't quite make it as such and such, or Joan van Ark wasn't perfect, because that's what I'm looking for, that's like a photograph in my mind, and I can't erase it. I'm too sensitive, maybe too thin-skinned, whatever. So I don't go on the internet. My husband does like everything. He's an NBC news reporter, retired, but he's on the internet 24/7, and he has a website, enewswires.com, and he maintains that website. But I just can't go and be on the internet. Given my personality, I would see things at 11 or 12 at night as I'm just searching the internet. I would see things that would break my heart for a month, and I can't do that. And it's hurt me, I think, in my business a bit, that I haven't yielded to that, big arena of internet. And you're right. It's the whole 9 yards right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. The internet and technology, sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, and you have, you're self-conscious, but you have to be positive and keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Yes, that's, again, that phrase, never, ever, ever give up. And I know I should be more visible and have, be on Facebook and YouTube and all of those things. I'm composing a tape because Donna Mills and Michelle Lee and I are going down to Palm Springs in November, the 1st of November, to do a panel, which is sort of a Q&A, and show what they call a sizzle tape, which is kind of a compendium of, scenes you've done, or Broadway, or London for me, or whatever you might have in your career DNA.